It is the year 1078 and welcome back to Crusader Kings. We are finally going feudal. I mean, well, this Let's Play could very well end after this episode because I have no idea what's going to happen. I've heard bad things, I've heard also some minor good things, no idea about that. Fact is, we do need to go for feudal. Why? Because we want to continue also with our tech research. We would just get too far behind with the tech and we can't continue there to early medieval, right? As long as we haven't taken the feudal step. We can also not build any holdings or something like that, and our armies are just not increasing in size anymore as long as we don't have the feudal one. It's the next logical step. We also have the reformed religion now. Other than that, my own domains are with the highest development now. We have around 10,000 gold coins, and what is also very important is that most of my vassals, as we can see, most of them do like me a lot now, so this is important as well. And the ones that don't like us that much, there are just some weaker vassals here with not that many troops available there too. We could also, with the remaining ones, well, we could send them a bit of money there if I have the chance at that. Perhaps not the weakest ones overall, but the most powerful ones, as we can see here, they like us fairly enough. And we also don't really have an independence faction against us right now. As we can see, it's going down. Discontent, it's too weak, and it's not really a lot of them anymore. So overall, I'm pretty happy with how it goes. We also have a perfectly upgraded man-at-arms regime or regiment here that is working for us. Yep, that's basically all we can do. There is nothing else that would bring us forward anymore. One thing that I might actually be doing is hosting a feast once we gone feudal, to increase the happiness again of everyone, because that's going to be a big step. Well, with further ado, let's actually do it. Adopt the feudal ways. For Scandinavia to keep expanding and developing, we must leave the old ways behind and adopt a new method of governance together. All tribal holdings in the realm will become castle holdings. My tribal vassals will change to feudalism and my government will be feudal. So with this one here, we can then create, first of all, holdings, new ones, which is important, and money plays an important role. And also, we can't raid anymore after this one. So I've done some raiding before this episode here to push my balances there, but other than that, that's it. Adopt the feudal ways. A new era. The old ways have served us well and we will always honor them. However, as the Emperor of Scandinavia, I have concluded that we must adopt feudalism and its principles if we shall continue to prosper. It is the crucial next step on our road to greatness. Long live Scandinavia. Let's unpause the game. Oh, actually we do get the feast invitation. So what happens now? We lost a few tribes there. We are still positive on the balance. Actually, nothing is happening for now. We'll just see what happens there. How is it looking with my vassals? They've actually also converted without losing any opinion bonus there. Yep, let's go on with the thing here. And what we can also see now here is we can create a duchy building. Very cool, because we have the duchy holding. We can also create a new holding now. Let's have a look here. We have a temple here already that pays me some taxes and also gives me levies, which is pretty good. We have our own castle here that we should be upgrading now. Oh, and we do get some scholarly confidence there. Why not? And yeah, let's build the duchy building. Our first duchy building, we have a lot of them. They offer huge bonuses overall to what you want to have, and you can only have one of them per duchy if the duchy belongs to you. My glory is also widely known. Thank you very much. And let's just have a look what we might go for here. Okay, we can't build a duchy building yet because we don't have the tech for that. Okay, as our order of the Vikings grow, we need more land. Your request is granted, 350 coin for that. Thank you very much. But we can construct a new holding, and this is something I want to do. So a city is not really workable here, but a temple or a castle would be. We already have a castle. I would like to go with another temple. Cost me 350 piety. I mean, the city would actually give us some money there. Why can we not build it? You will have to grant a holding to someone. As a feudal ruler, you may not personally hold city holdings. Yeah, it's fine though. Let's build the city there. I like to have a city there for more tax income. And let's also just check how we can upgrade this one here. We do need the battlements before we can go with castle. Now let's just have a look at our Norwegian culture. There we are now, the tribal era. It takes now 13 years for us to reach the early medieval era. And oh, also a sway scheme is in the background there. And let's do this, gaining us some more opinion bonuses there. Now, I'm really disappointed, guys. Gotta say that. I was expecting total chaos. Other than that, we just received more and more feast invitations. And there is something here. No, they also belong to us, so there's nothing here that we can do, really. We just lost a few soldiers there, that's right, but we still have a good income, we still have a good prestige. A faction targeting us actually disbanded just now. I think part of the reason is why it's so successful at the moment is because, let me just show you this one, is that we do have now in the administrator also a few perks here that really do some good stuff. Domestic affairs, so our very good chancellor at the moment is increasing the reputation or the opinion that everyone has of me dramatically. And also here, this one, likable, another direct vassal opinion plus 10. So I just kept everything up there that would increase my opinion of others. And there's also just a smaller feast happening there, but other than that, yep, we are now adopting the early medieval tree, and we are also now feudal, so that's basically it. So for our core domains, we should continue building something up like that city here now. Perhaps we cannot build that much at the moment, unfortunately, because also, you know, we don't have the tech for it. So the duchy building, I'm looking forward to that. What we can do though is, in my other holdings here, I could improve those thingies here. So I can build something. Farm and fields gives me a bit more tax income, and taxes is so important. Let's actually, wait a second, this is a temple. The monastery here gives me also some control growth, some piety bonus, and some money on top of everything here. So let's actually build a monastery there, and in that city here, an outpost, a forestry, hunting grounds. Let's make some hunting grounds in that city there. It can go all the way up to the gamekeeper's lodge. That's a pretty big deal. My own castle has been fully upgraded, so there's nothing I can do at the moment. And I do need the battlement's advancement for that before I can do anything. My wife also gained the trait diplomat, very good. She's further increasing her knowledge there about, well, all these things that make my reputation better, obviously. And one thing, I would like to have more core domains or something like that. We can, of course, you know, build all of that here. This one here, he's pretty powerful. Nah, I can't just do that. Let's also just check my authority. There it is. We are autonomous vassals right now. So this is something that changed, right? This is dropping to low now, or to 0 basically. Feudal empire, we're starting here with the lowest authority once again. If we want to increase this one, it actually costs us 1,000 prestige. My friend died. I gained 0 stress by that. Must not have been a very good friend after all. Ooh, this is important to... Oh, very weak there. Let's accept this Cold War. And we should be actually going for the next crown authority there, right? So we do get more levy and more incomes. We can also retract and revoke titles again. But of course, this permanently also reduces the opinion of every one of us. But still, it's something we should be going for. If I want to go for the highest one, probably not, but I will definitely go for the high crown authority there at some point. We cannot do this now for another 20 years anyway. So no problem there. Succession. We can now also go for other successions if we want to, once we have researched that. That's important though. And other than that, my son is anyway my player heir here, so this is fine. And he's also in the Kingdom of Sweden the primary candidate right now. So there's nothing problematic here that is happening as well. We might actually host a feast to increase the reputation that we have of basically everyone, and adopt this the special succession rights. I will also not do this one here. This one gives me, you may pick up a form of succession of your culture. It will be applied to all your top rank titles using the partition succession. Not something that I should be doing right now, I think. Well, then, we have a little feast. We spend some prestige and get the lively feast, which is, for some reasons, increasing the damage of our cavalry. And the feast ends. We do get some prestige and gains 20 opinion for everyone that attended. Also something that we can use. And well, then we've died already. That was rather quick. Okay, we were only 53. We actually had a lot of health bonuses. I have no idea how we died. Unknown cause. A conscientious man. He was renowned for his excellent skills. That was quick. Alright, so Filkir Eystein, the man that led the Vikings to feudal age, is dead, and he died at 53 only. This means that our son gets the title there right away, so we are playing with him now. Not the worst thing that happens, of course, but still quite unexpected, to be honest. I just got my whole council up in order, and I have to do this again. The cool thing though with Filkir is what I've seen is that Prince Iceland here is a genius. So we do have a genius character coming up there with him. He's already being educated, I think, by me anyway. And we are a thrifty clerk after all, and we are intelligent at least, so we do have some good traits. We are young. We are very young. So first of all, there is a good chance that we die right away with some uprisings there. Or, well, that we will live long and happily. Does it change the vassal opinions? Ah, crap, look at that. We were so far ahead already with the other one. Incredible. Let's have my stewardship skill. The architect I've lost right away. So this is something, yeah. And we got some very weak points there. So we actually have, oh god, have to start all of that once again. My son, of course, is going to go for the Kingdom of Sweden there right away. So he's rank 1 then anyway. And yeah, I have to reassign my council there with some good vassals. So the chancellor is actually really important in these times. So let's assign a good one there right away with the domestic affairs. My wife, she is good at, oh, she's also good at diplomacy, so that's also what she's going to do. She's assisting me in that. My steward, well, we didn't really have good stewards up to this point here. There's no powerful vassal that would be a good steward, so I rather go with someone like this. She is still fine for it. Marshal though, do we have a good one? Yes, we have a powerful marshal and or a powerful vassal that is also a good marshal there. And then we have 2 here. Let's go with her. She has been my spy master for quite some time now, right? I think she survived 3 emperors there, but that's about it. Now, anything else that I should know about? So, as we can see though, succession is much easier under feudal now, or with the feudal title anyway, but succession in a feudal kingdom is easy because it's really just one heir, and we continue playing with him then. And the primary heir is then also is going to have it easier then. Let's just see, we do have 2 geniuses available there right now. Glow, she is unfortunately of my same, well, blood. This one here though isn't. So we are 2, she is 18. Before we come of age, she will be too old to get us any real children. So we need to wait a bit longer there for the geniuses. Very important though, we have 2 daughters and no alliances at the moment. We should be getting, well, some alliances up there. Let's get rid of the genius there real quick. Alliance power and Vladimir that we have there. Yes, this is looking good. I have no idea how they can be actually inbred, but still they are. I don't care about this, it's my daughter after all. And it's really just about the alliance here. With my second daughter, let's just also have a look at some alliances. Poland. Oh, Poland is really strong. We might, yeah, go for this one too. Matrilineal is working as well. This makes me really proud because it means basically that we have a very good house there. And both of them have been working. Let's also host a feast right away. We have the money for it and we need to increase the happiness of my people. The feast is starting. Oh, and one more thing we also need to do. Court physician. Let's just have a look. My court chaplain is looking really good. Let's assign her the court physician appointment there as well. Someone likes to pay some intelligences. And we have a powerful faction. Oh, we have a few of them now. The independence faction here is growing in size and they will actually go against me soon. Now I can, fortunately, send out some gifts to make them happy. This is something we should be doing. It's costing us a bit of money there, of course, but money is not the biggest problem. The biggest problem is those uprisings that we don't really want to have any big war within our realm. So I rather pay a bit of coin there for all of that, and this should drastically lower that as well. We also had a successful feast, so another 20 opinion on everyone. As we can see, it's gone. That it was, right? And from a possible independence war, it's going down to nothing. We still have the Liberty faction down here, but I think that it's also lowering already. We can still have a look at that. With money, of course, it's the simplest option. Having happy vassals there makes it really, really easy to just spend them. Of course, we should be careful of not pushing out too much money there. And, oh, my ally there won the war, so that is something. It's still going on. All right. We need to be really careful about that. Despite all of the stuff that I have against those people, they still want to go to war with me. They want to lower the crown authority primarily. And altering the deal, my vassal Duke Ivar has contracted with me with a quite lenient He wants to lower the taxes. He likes me. And he's a powerful vassal. Oh, basically the whole north of Denmark belongs to him. We should be careful with him. He will accept my alterations. Loyalty is worth more. And... oh, what is it? Wait a second. No, we want to change the taxes. No, let's not do this. Let's further increase the opinion that we have with him. Alright, we also have some notable guests. We should have a look at that, but I don't see how they can be notable. They have some good skills, but that's it. I wouldn't know how to use them since we, well, are actually quite full with everything anyway. Support some schemes. We might use some of those schemes on the faction, which is already losing steam, right? So it's going down to 50%. And we might just, first of all, go with him, pay him a bit of money there. And with the most powerful one, this one here, we might continue with swaying him to our part. Right, and my spy master should be doing the trick, and it seems to be rather successful anyway, because we do have a good spy master there. Lost in thought, my son is an unusually calm child. When the others play wild games, he doesn't do this. He gets the trait pensive, gives him some bonuses there. Very good. I guess he's going to be a good ruler there. And yes, also this faction is actually going down already, so we have no real uprising at the moment. There is some independence thing coming up, but they're still way too weak, and I don't think that anything comes out of this one. And we could also change the contract with him, but changing those contracts with the hook definitely lowers the opinion, and opinion is just so important at the moment that I have no real desire to do that. I can still though sell my hooks for some money there. This is still fine. Another faction has been disbanded that was attacking us, or well, targeting us. Perfectly fine. Nothing that we have to do here. Oh, a lot of stuff is happening right now. Very good. The swaying scheme was also successful, and my wife becomes even more, or even smarter, right? She's a genius after all, and she's really good. I mean, oh boy, she's even a good fighter at that as well. My wife, Empress Sarah Autostodia. Very cool names we have there. Very cool names. My house is still in order as well. So far nothing really bad is happening there. We do have enough renown, so we could go for the next basic step that we have down here. Popular opinion is something that I do like from time to time. We could also just wait a bit longer and get some better traits, congenital traits, or even some more diplomacy lifestyle experience there. That is not something that I don't need right now though. Fertility, dread game, popular opinion. Actually, let's go with the law there, yep. As the next basic stuff here. The law gives me the +5 opinion for now. It continues then into the control growth, which is counting for the whole empire. And then it's also going into the stewardship lifestyle experience +10%, which is my primary lifestyle that I'm going for. And then we are actually also going into vassal opinion there as well. So not the worst thing, since we already have 30% congenital traits. My spies have informed me about a hunter causing a ruckus. Okay, we should be more vigilant in the future about stuff. Let's have a look at our domains themselves. So we have, as we can see, also now a small harbor here in Oslo, in Stavanger, that is giving us a bit more money. The prayer halls we have, we could probably go up there right away. Yep, upgrading them, I think, is the next step. My cities have the guild halls now. We can upgrade them to the Carver's Guild, gives me more money then. Goes up to the Artisan Guild. Or we just continue here with something smaller, like for example, the forestry, right, as the next holding. And here, this we just built, it seems, or 3 years it's still taking. It's a long time. And over here we have our other core domain that I would also like to continue to increase. So there we have, yep, the crop fields now, and we might increase that to the hamlets. This gives me actually a pretty nice boost there. And holding taxes +1% too. Let's use all the money that we have there into these holdings there, because it's a lot of money that comes back at us at some point. Pastoral lands, more money there. This city needs something, the farm and fields, for some 0.5 taxes per month. And the next city here, or the temple here, is being built, still takes 3 years. Now, we have the cattle herd as well. another development growth. I'm not using the cattle for direct money though, because we don't need that. So we can't raid anymore. This is where we lost the primary, you know, income now that we have, but we do get the income now in permanently from holdings and increasing our economy, building up our temples and our cities there to the maximum. And as we can see, there's lots of building and construction ongoing at the moment, and I might also now work towards getting some more domains around my own core domain. This is one of my primary goals now that I want to have here in the surrounding, but so far feudal is actually pretty smooth if you're prepared well. So I think it's not the biggest of problems. The biggest problem that we have right now is that we don't have a very high crown authority. So my vassals are fighting each other right now in the empire, and some of them might be getting a bit too strong for my taste at some point and might revolt or something like that. Just like we would be doing if we would start in an empire. So we need to keep this in check. But other than that, I'm feeling pretty confident. And 6 more years and then we finally start with the medieval stuff. Stay tuned.